Welcome back. Two suspects linked to the Nomzamo Tavern shooting expected to make their first court appearance today. Let's just remind you of the background of the story. 16 people killed back in July when the gunman opened fire on patrons. The suspects, well, two of them were arrested last week. Let's find out what we were expecting and how angry the community is. Heidi Giokos at the Orlando Magistrates Court ahead of that appearance. Hello to you, Heidi. Earlier on, we spoke about two of these suspects. Court getting underway in a short while from now. Bring us up to speed. What do you have?
Yes, so we do know that court will start at around 9 o'clock this morning, Gareth, and it's rather busy outside the Orlando Magistrates Court. I think family members of those who lost their loved ones in the tavern shooting have indeed arrived outside court. They literally just arrived a few minutes ago, and we do understand that two suspects will be appearing. They have been linked directly to that tavern shooting that happened in late July this year. 16 people were gunned down and shot dead in that tavern. What we do understand is that one suspect was arrested through an intelligence operation. There has been plans to try and get these suspects arrested for some time, according to Provincial Police Commissioner Elias Mawela. And what we know now is that the one suspect then led police to another suspect that was arrested in the Northern Cape. I'm just wondering if okay, I'm trying to call the family, but it doesn't seem as though they want to speak. But as you can see, they have placards that are saying no bail for killers, and they do not want these suspects to of course be granted bail. I'm expecting, Gareth, that it's going to be a very short appearance today in court, and the reason for this is because it's a first appearance. We've also been told that more suspects could be arrested, as we've heard from the Provincial Police Commissioner that these suspects are not in the country, and they have been engaging with counterparts to try and get these suspects back into South Africa so they can proceed with the matter.
Yeah, and I know that you were expecting to speak to the family, maybe changing their mind at the last moment. What many of the community members did want to do, though, Heidi, is they also wanted to question the suspects themselves. Tell me about that.
Yes, so I think the community is very frustrated and angry because they want answers. What happened here at the end of July or mid-July was really tragic, Gareth. I think nobody really expected that to happen. People were out enjoying themselves, and you had gunmen entering this tavern and killing 16 people. Yesterday, our reporter Moloko Moloto had spoken to one of the survivors who pretended to be dead, and he relived and recounted what he heard and how it all happened. So I think the community wants answers. Families here want answers. They feel as though these two suspects know exactly why it happened, how it happened, and they want an explanation and possibly for some closure, because these families are sitting with a lot of questions and very little answers. I think what's also crucial here is that the community have indicated that they are living in fear, because we do know that the police minister, Begikele, did indicate that the Amaberete would be deployed to Soweto to patrol and perhaps make any kind of arrests or find these suspects linked to this particular matter. But that didn't really last long. That was rather short-lived, because we know that the Amaberete were, according to the community, were only here for about 2 weeks. We at eNCA had covered that extensively, and the community are saying that the Amaberete are nowhere to be seen, and police visibility has dropped since. So that's rather concerning for the community, and hopefully they'll be able to get some answers, or rather put some faces to this tragedy, because they just want answers and want to know what truly happened on that night.
Yeah, our community is still left very much in fear and left in the dark. Heidi Giokos, thank you very much indeed. We'll come back to you again later as that court case gets underway at around 9 o'clock this morning.